Hello everyone and welcome in a new video. In this video number 5 about Docker, we'll see how to use our first volume. In the previous video, we saw how to run a simple container, and to start, I just want to show you how to use the dash D and dash P option. Dash D to use the detach command. For example, if you want to run your container in background, you can do it, and that allow you to use a ctrl-c, and you can keep your command line. And with the dash P, you can redirect your container port on your host port. This is very useful. So let's go. We can start with it. To do it, we use docker run dash D, of course, and dash name to set a name of our container. We name it C1, and we use dash P on port 8080 of our host. We want to redirect to our container on port 80, and we use Nginx. Right, we run it. Now we have our container, and if you want, you can go into your container with docker exec command. This is a new command for you, and we use a TI option to add a TTI with an interactive option, and we want to connect on C1 container with a bash. Okay, we want to install Vim. To do it, we just run apt update into our container, and we use apt install -y vim. And now we just want to change, if we open a browser on our our local host 127.0.0.1 and port 8080, we have our default page index.html with welcome to Nginx. We want to change it to welcome to Xavkey, for example. And to do it, we have Vim in our container. We use Vim /usr share, and we are in Nginx and HTML and index.html. And we want to change our h1 target here, and I add Xavkey. Okay, so I save it, and now if I run, I refresh this page, we have welcome to Xavkey. But if we, so I open a new terminal. If we check, we have our container. We can stop this container with its name C1. Okay, now if I refresh, I have an error, unable to connect on port 8080 for our local host, of course. I can run it again with a start command. Okay. If I refresh, we have welcome to Xavkey, but now we can remove our container with rm command -f to force it to stop and remove the container C1. Of course, we have destroy our container. If I run it with the same command line, so docker run -d --name C1 and the port 8080 to port 80 with Nginx image. If I run it again, if I refresh, what we have the previous index.html. So we need to persist our data, and how to do it? We just need to create a volume and to add a volume. We'll see it later. We have many we can handle volume with many options. So we use the -v option, and to do it, what we do, so I remove again our container. Okay, and I want to create a new directory in /srv on our local host, and I want to create a directory named engines. Okay, and I just want to change our permission on this maybe 775 on /srv engines. Okay, and we want now to create a new default page with vim /srv engines, and we create a new file named index before we can run our container with -v option here. Okay, and we want to add a volume amount on our /srv engines, okay, directory on our usr share engines html. Okay, and we can run it. And now if I refresh it, we have our default page, of course. And what we can do, we can go in /srv in engines, and if we want, we can add a new file named index.html, HTML, and I just want to set it hello Xavki. So I save it. Oh, sorry, can't open a file for writing. I need to use sudo. Okay, hello Xavki. And now if we just refresh, oh, sorry, we have an error, not user usr. So I remove it again. I remove C1, and I want to run again my container with usr. Okay, and now if I refresh this page, we have hello Xavki. So we have mounted our volume, and now if we check, we have srv/engines, okay, with our data. This is a simple file. And if we remove again our container, and now we have no container, we can run it again with our persistent volume on mount on usr share engines /html, mount on srv engines on our local host. If I run it again and I refresh, I have the same index.html file. Right, this is our first volume. We'll see in next video how to use volume with docker volume command line, with docker volume create, ls, or remove it. And thank you for following this video, and I see you in the next one. Bye.